Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And so today I thought we'd look at the Patristocrat Cipher, and especially with a lot of our states' competitions for Silently coming up, I thought it'd be really helpful to go through the Patristocrat Cipher, as it's probably one of the ciphers that a lot of people tend to struggle with and then end up skipping most of the time. So, with that, let's get started. So the Patristocrat cipher is basically a substitution cipher, and it's just like your standard aristocrat cipher, but it has no spaces and no punctuation. So really the most difficult part of the cipher is figuring out where each of the words ends and where each of the words start. So the best way to work on this cipher is probably going to be to figuring out where the most common words or phrases are, and which is why I also have the frequency table right over here. So if you think about it, the most common and easily identifiable phrase is probably going to be the. And so we're going to find like maybe a group of 3 letters that we see repeating often that could maybe symbolize the word the. So if I look through our cipher, you could see we have the phrase G and H over here. We see it again over here, G and H. We see it over here, G and H. I think I saw it one more time. Alright, maybe, right here, G and H. So I think we're going to assume that G and H is the word the, and we'll go off of that guess. So if we fill this out as, oh my bad. Alright, if we fill this out as the here, over here, and then over here. So then we just have to go in and fill out all of the G's. If we think about it, the frequencies also line up because, as you know, E is the most common letter in the alphabet. And we can see H is the most common over here. So it makes sense that H is probably going to be E. And then next we see G, T makes sense. And then N as H also makes sense. So we'll just go in and fill up all of the E's, the H, let's see, H, T, T, H, another H over here. See another E over here, and I think that is it. Okay, so now we see some obvious word breaks. So we see that one word break is probably going to be over here, and another one's probably there. I think this is probably obviously a word break. I think that this is probably going to be some sort of 2 words, I think. So I'm going to go with the guess that there's a word break right over here, and that maybe this is a 2-letter word where D, well, the only 2-letter word that starts with a T is probably going to be 2. So D would be O. And looking at the frequency, it's a 7.6 frequency, and we can see D is also quite frequent. So I'm going to go with that guess, with D is going to be our O. So we go here. Let's see, other D2. What else? O, 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 and O. So if K is, I'm guessing the word breaks here. If K is not a T, then the only other word that's left is probably going to be do. So I'll leave K as D. And then we find the other K, D. So now we have a couple of different viable options here. So now you just have to kind of experiment here. I think that either this is a word or this is a word. And I also see the same pattern up over here, this X and D. So I'm going to guess X and D is a word. And the only word that ends with HO is who. So we're going to guess that X is a W. And we see that there's one more X here. So this is a word break. And I'm going to guess that right here, and let me scoot over this D. This is also another word break. Okay. So now, let's see. I think this is probably going to be another word break. So the W-O blank, the blank who do. So I'm going to guess blank who do, the blank. I think that's going to be once who do. Sorry, that's an S. I think that makes the most sense. So C is going to be an N, and our V is going to be an S. So if we go with C's N, we get an N over here, an N up here, an N over here, and an N over here. Blank the ones who do. So I can't really figure something out by them. Who's a break over here? Let's see what else. Let's see. I'm gonna guess that the first one over here, who, we see that FUH and FUH repeat. So I'm gonna guess that's R because it makes sense. Who are and blank are the ones who do. R. So F is A. U is an R. So F is A. Another F. F. And then U is R. 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 So this is probably going to be world, with the Q being the L. This is going to be people, because it's double letters, right? So people. So S is a P. The people who are something, blank something H2, and then we have that B over there. It can't be an A. I think it's a word break over there. And then ZJ. Let's see. TH. Let's see, what else can we fill in over here? So I'm looking over here. The world are the ones who do. And I'm going to go with the guess that this is change, because it usually is something related to changing, right? So this is change, and I could totally be wrong over here. If that's a change, then we see C and C over here. So that's going to be can. And then that's probably going to be they, where Z is a Y. So then this goes here. This probably means crazy. So the people who are crazy enough to something they can change. I think it's going to be think. Yeah, so that makes sense. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. So now, here's another cipher for you guys to give it a shot. And feel free to pause the video right now and try out your luck on this cipher. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what the answer is in a bit. Okay, so hopefully you pause the video, and tried your luck at the cipher. And what you should have gotten as your final answer is in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Okay, so hopefully you got that, and hopefully this video was helpful in helping you guys understand how to solve the Patristocrat Cipher. And I wish you guys best of luck in your state's competitions. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you.